Hello and welcome back to Tarot Tats and Tea, and tonight I'm going to share with you a couple of decks that have arrived. This is the Broken Mirror Tarot, and this is the 5th edition, and this is the Emerald box that I ordered along with this one here. It's taken a while to get here, but I'm not going to go into that. Just that I do know that I'm going to leave off Kickstarters for a little while. But the deck that I actually ordered was the Emerald version. Get this sample deck. The cardstock is lovely. The cardstock is absolutely divine on this. Those are the backs. Okay. Makes a very easy shuffling. I love the green gilding, the emerald green gilding around the edge. I'm not sure if you can see it as well in this light. Let me just tip this way so see if it'll shine on there for you. That you can see that beautiful green. But it has those sort of petrol colours in it too. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I might actually leave that there so that you can see these, as long as it's not blinding me. So let's have a look at the images. Now we do have the names on the deck, but they're quite small, quite difficult to see. So that's the Fool. Actually, we'll put that way so you can see much better. There you go, the Fool. And here we have our Magician. The High Priestess. Now this deck did come out last June or July. I'm only receiving it now because unfortunately for some reason mine got lost in a warehouse, and it was finally located. It arrived yesterday. It's our Emperor. The Lovers. The art is lovely. There's a lot to be seen in them. I do like the Chariot, but this Chariot is only pulled by one horse. Have a look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Strength. Now, it's very, very different to our usual Strength card. And if you look there, the font is very, very hard to see at the bottom there. So you do need to sort of know your cards, because you would need a magnifying glass to see some of the to see the titles. That's the Hermit. And you have to really quite study them, because it's there's a lot in them. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death card. This is, you know, you don't actually see death initially when my eye was drawn to this here. It's like going into a mausoleum. It's quite something else. I do like that. Here we have Temperance. The Devil. That light is not great, is it? The Devil there. See him tempting people in. Oh. Here we have the Tower. The Tower looks like a broken shard of like a stalagmite. It's stalagmite that grows up, and stalactite that hangs down, or the other way around. But see that? Isn't that amazing? You know, you first look at them, you think, wow, it's like a puzzle for your eyes to solve, and that's really what it is like. It's very, very busy, but it's busy in a nice way. It's busy in a way that makes you look deep into the cards. It's not just right there and then and feeding you an image. You actually have to seek the image in it. It's actually beautiful. Here's the Star. the moon, the sun. Makes a nice change, that sun card does. And here we have Judgment. What a beautiful card. And we have the World. Wow, this world is quite unreal. It's amazing. And you could look at it that way. Look at that. Beautiful. Our miners are, in a way, they're a little bit, well, they are a bit pippish in a way, but there is you can still see the images around. But like I say, the images you have to train your eye to looking at them. There's our Ace of Swords. I won't go through all the miners, I'll just show you some of them. Our Two of Swords. Actually, no, I take back the pippish there because I wasn't seeing the image in all the line work. Oh my goodness, this is the Three of Swords. Oh, look at that, piercing that stone. That's quite amazing. Four of Swords. The eye has to work quite hard to see everything in this. And our Five of Swords. Go on, and I'll just skip through till we get to a court. And let's have a look. Here's our Page. Knight. Our Queen. I like the way the Queen has that orb in her hand, and she's holding the whole world in her hand. And our King. She almost looks a little bit stronger than the King, but they do say behind every powerful man there's a more powerful woman. A very strong woman. Wands. I think the Ace is very nice. Here's our Two of Wands. Our Three of Wands. And we'll skip on through to, oh, what's that one? Oh, look at this one. This is our Ten of Wands. That's like carrying the cross and Calvary, all that weight. Wow, isn't that unbelievable? So you see, they're very much like stained glass windows, aren't they? Broken mirror tarot. So it is like a broken mirror, but they're like stained glass windows also. It's really quite beautiful. There's the Page. No. Our King's very interesting. I like this King. He's got a nice sort of face. I like that. Our Ace of Cups. Beautiful. 2. 3. Our Four of Cups. Wow. Here's our Five of Cups. It's quite different, isn't it? And go on there to Page. Page is a pretty cool guy sitting there just shooting the breeze. Knight. It's nice too that the Knight's all on, or not on horses. It makes quite a difference. Our Queen. And our King. And then there's our Ace of Pentacles. Doesn't that look gorgeous? 2. Let's see what our 8 is like, because I like the 8 of Pentacles. It's always... Oh, I like our 7. Seven of Pentacles. That really does scream growth, doesn't it? It's Jack and the Beanstalk. Is that 8? Here's our page. I haven't gone through all the minors simply because I just feel that that's probably been done, you know, so on so many channels at this stage that many of you will be aware of that. So just giving you a quick insight into what they're like. And you get an extra card, the Peacock. I have to read up on what the Peacock is, but isn't that gorgeous? So that is the Broken Mirror 5th edition, and this was the Emerald deck. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful. There were a number of different decks. There was the emerald, which is the green. There was a blue. I can't remember the other colours. Was it a red? I'm not quite sure. But I thought, well, I haven't got green, so I'm going to go for the green deck and see how it is. The things you see, the thing you see is a mirror or a window. It's everything like what you see. Sorry, is everything like what you see. So that's what it's saying. Is it a mirror? Is it a window? As I said, it looks very stained glass like. The book is a small little book, and it just comes with the basic keywords. It gives more on the majors, as you'd expect, a small amount on the minors, which is nice. I shall have a read of that later on. So it comes in a lovely 2-part box, and is absolutely gorgeous. This is a set. It's mini decks. Okay, this is the. Just bear with me. Now I chose to back this because I just thought it's quite fascinating. I'll have to read if there's anything to read. There's no book in here as such as to what these are here. We've got these sort of discs. It's sort of, I don't know, they're like masks of some sort. So I'm not quite sure what they are. It'll be interesting to find out a little bit more on them. So they sort of take up, just stick them properly. It's been falling out of there. I suppose travelling across the world they would do that. Just push them in there so they stay there while I hold the box up for you. So they are there, and then we have enamel pins across the top here, which are stunning, to be quite honest. They really are. And then we've got a mini deck of each of the versions of the Broken Mirror. They're that's one. So that's Broken Mirror 1, 2, Broken Mirror 3, 4, 5, and the Marseille edition, Broken Mirror Marseille edition. So these 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are the RWS versions, and then they've popped in a Marseille version for us. Let's have a look at that. Now these don't have coloured edges, they're just your standard little cards. Oops. These are the backs on the Marseille edition. Okay. And ooh, they are tiny to see. These are nice just to have it, you know, if you're a collector. I love that Magician. And just have a look at some of the pips here. So there you go, there's an example of the pip card in the Marseille edition. Okay, that's one of the cups. Knight of Cups. Isn't that pretty? I will go through these if somebody wants me to, if anyone wants me to go through the smaller decks, that's no problem, I will. I think it would be a little bit laborious for you all sitting there watching that. But these are just like the smaller versions of all the previous Broken Mirror decks. And like I say, these are the Marseille version. So that's the order that came from the Broken Mirror. Vermilion, I think the name is of the creators. That's who I was in touch with, tracking them down anyway. But I'm glad to say they finally arrived. I was it was touch and go whether I'd actually get them at all, to be honest. But like I say, thankfully they were located in a warehouse somewhere where they were created. Just a sort of Murphy's Law that it would get lost. But it's here now, and that's the main thing. Do I like it? Yes, I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it takes getting used to, simply because your eyes have to seek the image. It's not just right in front of you. You have to, even if you look in the box, you have to look into the image, very much like a stained glass window. But also, you know, if you're looking at what I can understand the name Broken Mirror, because if you were looking into a mirror of a tarot card that had been broken and all the shattered bits creating the image, and because you've got all the sort of shard-like lines, that cuts through the images, and it's like, wow, it really does give you it really does give you the desire to actually look in and spot more. So that's that. A book that I have received, the Akashic Records. Looking forward to sitting down and reading through that. I'll give you a rundown on that once I've read it and do a little bit of a review on it. Another book that's arrived is The Night Circus. I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth stuck into this, because I love literature that has tarot as part of the story. From this book came this deck. So this deck, I'm not going to use this deck until I have read the book, because I just feel I wouldn't do the deck justice if I didn't know the backstory. So it's one that I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into. No wonder I can't open it. It's got a little label on there. This is what happens when I do these at night, because my eyesight isn't the best at the best of times. So let me just take that off there. And this is the Phantom Wise Tarot. Sounds all very exciting. Nice little book. Oh, I like the way it's presented here. It's a nice little book. It's got a couple of spreads in it. Okay. And it's got two spreads in it. Oh, sorry, 3 spreads in it. A little bit of a suggestion of how to read the cards. The spreads are called the Dream Child spread, the Celestial Navigation spread, and the Down the Rabbit Hole spread. And that would be good for all of us, really, when we get down a rabbit hole into all these projects and things that we do. And what I like about it, it's actually got images of the card that it's talking about in there. Okay, so you've got the full image of the card and the write-up underneath. The box is, it flips open that way. I love the red and black. Same colour as my kitchen and my dining room. There's a nice little piece of tissue paper protecting the cards. It's a bit of a chunky deck. Oh, and it's nice cardstock too. Was it linen-y type cardstock? Oh, look at this now. Here we go. The Fool. That reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, heading down the rabbit hole. And it's a black and white deck. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The the Emperor. Lovely and clear, aren't they? The Hierophant. A complete contrast to the decks that I've just shown you. The Lovers. Isn't that a different Lovers card? It's nice. I do like that. The Chariot. Oh, this must be linked to images from the story. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Wow, look at that. You cannot see Death's face. Death. Death comes under an umbrella. Which, isn't it strange how we, when we're talking, say now we're talking about, say conditions, say we're talking about ASD, there are so many different that comes under the umbrella. So, but death, change, comes under an umbrella. There can be all manners of change. So it's nice to see that they've used that umbrella sort of, you know, image to sort of indicate that death, change can come in all shapes and sizes and, you know, ranges from one end of a spectrum to another. Tower. The Star. I do like these. Now I have said I'm not going to use this deck until I've read the book because I don't feel I'll be doing it justice, but you know it's calling to me. Judgment. The World. I love that. Look at the way she's holding that tree of life there. I love that. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands, and see how our wands there are the branches of the tree. Three of Wands. A lot of the characters have their backs to us. The Four of Wands. Look at the Five of Wands. Where's the fifth person there? As you know, yeah, the Five of Wands. We've got one holding two wands, two holding one, and the fifth one's on the ground. So where has that one gone that was holding that? Or is it us? Six of Wands. Eight of Wands. 9. 10 of Wands. Page. Knight. Queen. And King. Our cups. 2. Six of Cups here. Sorry that I'm not talking too much. I have a bit of an ear infection and I'm hearing myself echo back. There's a huge pressure in that ear. So hopefully it'll start easing soon. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Looks like that could be a lot of little Mad Hatters. Page of Cups. Here's our Knight of Cups and Queen of Cups and our King of Cups. Then we go on to the Suit of Swords. 1, 2, 3. Hello, son. 4, 5, Sam's just joined us. He's had a haircut, I'll show you. Come here, Sam. Oh, here's Sam. Just a little stop there for a minute. Say hello to everyone, Sam. You say hello. Hey, Mummy's boy. Yes. And here's our 6 of swords. Oh, he's showing the cards. 7. 8. 9. Yes. You have to have a look at that. That's the 10 of swords. Look at that one. You see that? Yeah? Okay. 10 of swords. I love you too, chicken. I love you too. Page. Yes. Knight. Queen. He's watching me intently here. And King. What's the matter, my angel? Are you comfy there? Hey, and we just got one more suit to look at. And this is Pentacles. Do you want to sit here? Do you want to sit and have your belly rubbed? While I'm talking to all the nice people on here. Okay, so here's Pentacles. And we have our 2 of Pentacles. Do you want to go down? There you go, sweetheart. Oh, no, maybe not. 3. Have a good nosy at the cards. You're going to be reading them, are you? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. And here we have our page, our knight, our queen, and our king. So that is the Phantom Wise Tarot. Let's see what it's by Erin Morgenstern, and from the author of The Night Circus. So The Night Circus is my next read, and it's one that I will review and maybe link in some of the cards in that review. We'll see how it goes. This deck is lovely for hand over hand shuffling, and let's see what they're like to riffle. Hold on, Sam. Oh yes. Riffling. Yep, a little slippy there when you're bridging, but that doesn't matter. And yes, I apologise to anybody that's not a riffle shuffler out there. Something like that. There we go. Are you saying good night? Are you going to say good night to everybody here in Tarot Tube Land? Come on, say good night. Come on, don't stretch there, my old man. Oh. So, from Sam and I, those are the 2 decks I wanted to show you and share with you. And I've got my work desk all busy here, and the next part of the Ancestral Grimoire video will be going up this week. So take care, and I look forward to chatting to you all soon. Say night-night. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Good night.